Good morning, everybody. It's an early 6:55 here. We are heading to Animal Kingdom in Atlantis, Florida. Today we'll be riding most of all the rides here, including Disney World's largest roller coaster exhibition ever, which is very scary. I haven't ridden roller coasters in 2 years, which I started with Big Thunder Mountain, so I'm riding in Rock and Roller Coaster, which is last year, and has 3 inversions. The next inversion is taller in height. It's 111 foot height almost. It's only a 80-foot drop, which is good for me. Yeah, I'll see you when we get on the bus. If it's crowded, I'll see you when we get to the park. Okay, I don't know how well you can hear me in the camera lens is blocking over there. Yeah, are you excited? Yeah, I'm still getting better for my exhibition ever, so I'll be okay. So we're heading to Flight of Passage first. And if you already seen my Reptile channel, there will be a lot of short videos coming out of animals here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll link the playlist to them up in it should be up there. So yeah, so we're heading into Disney's Animal Kingdom, and I need to put on my sunglasses. So we're inside, there's some birds. Looks really interesting. Yeah, this is basically the Oasis part. Nice, relaxing part. It's really damp in here, so you're gonna see me wiping the camera lens a lot. Yeah, they have to keep it hot and humid in here because this is where these animals live. This is supposed to imitate the rainforest. Sadly, there's no reptiles here. But I'll probably
Discovery Island.
do a lot of stealth here and put it up because wildlife is my thing. One of my passions. I've already explained that in 2 other videos.
Yes, we're going to ride it all. Both paths either side come out to the creek.
I'll see when we get to Avatar. There's the Tree of Life. Right there you can see carvings on the tree.
I see a lion on that tree.
And I think there's a snake there, but
and a iguana, and a seahorse.
Seahorse.
Lots of cool things on that tree. A fish.
A bug.
What?
Oh, there's a snake. Oh wait, that's a snake.
What, sweetheart?
There's a person. Nope.
Really? Here, walk with me.
No, people aren't used to being filmed. I don't really care because I know people are not wearing inappropriate clothing. Oops. I don't know why I said that. Oops. We are now in the Flight of Passage line. And it goes all the way back there. I don't really know what to do. The place called. So we just got on Flight of Passage. I don't know how well you can hear me, but that was amazing. And then I am a little queasy. If you have motion sickness, they tell you not to ride it. I don't have motion sickness, but I feel like you were dropping like hundreds of feet. But you're not on a roller coaster. This is a high-tech simulator, so I don't know where we're going next. So, I don't know. So now we're going to Expedition Everest, and If you hear in the background, there are a bunch of macaws. They're very loud. I'm heading for Expedition Everest. I sound a little nervous, I do. I don't know why. I get nervous over stupid things. See when we get off. So I said we were getting on Expedition Everest. Unfortunately, there was a technical difficulty and they had to close the ride down. So we're heading where everybody else is going. Dinosaur. Because they're raising the outside.
Oh, Expedition Everest broke down.
Yeah, technical difficulty. So we're going to Dinosaur. Yeah. Dinosaur. You can't close it like that. So we just got off a Dinosaur. And that was fun. It was really fun. I don't know what we're doing next. I think Expedition Everest is still closed. So, I don't know. So this is Primeval World, and Disney's just letting it sit here.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so it's been closed. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do. Hopefully they replace it with something better, because the last ride I had on it wasn't good. And it's not a right fit for Disney either. And Expedition Everest is still closed. Good. So now we're heading to the Festival of the Lion King, which is a show. And it's at 11:30. It is 11. It won't take us 30 minutes to walk over there. Oh yeah, obviously a show. I can't film anything. So, and then I'm not sure what we're going to do after that, because it'll still be an hour and 30 minutes until our lunch reservations. Ooh, I can't see myself. Or not. So that's what we're eating for lunch. Took our Tusker House. And we have a reservation for 1 o'clock. So hopefully, it's very loud in here. It's pretty loud. It's not really loud like last night. I'll see what's in there. Bye. So we're inside. The lighting is weird in here again. It smells like shrimp. Okay, we're gonna figure out where we're sitting. There's Donald. Charles. Yeah, our waitress came. She's gonna bring us bread and salad and water. This is shrimp.
So they have
Yeah, coconut shrimp.
Hand me your plate, babe. You can just take, and I have more, so you just let me know. They can get more for you. I'm sorry, baby. Were you filming? Sorry.
Salami cake.
And you got your plates, right? Did I bring the plates out? Oh, let me get your plates.
And that's just bar inspired.
Okay. I'm sorry, I thought I had your plates out already. There's one for you.
My name is Andrew. I'll be a safari guide on the reserve set. Before we do head in, make sure you keep your hands on the speed length inside the truck all the time. Now, if you look right above your head, that is the animal identification chart. It will help you identify some of those animals on the reserve. We might not be able to see every single one of them due to migration patterns, but we typically have some amazing luck. Now, in just a few moments, we're going to head into the reserve. If you do have a phone or a camera, take them out now, place them on in sports or action setting. It's a great way to get a wonderful photo of the animals out there on their reserve. Also tuck away any of your personal belongings, such as cell phones, wallets, anything that is really valuable, anything that is off that truck, won't be able to stop and retrieve it for the safety of me and the animals. Alright, so just wait for this all clear from the water.
Flash off.
Well, friends, I would like to welcome you into the Little Terry Forest. This is home to most naturally shy, timid, and reclusive animals that rely on the natural colorings and markings as a type of protection. These animals are most active in the late evening hour.
Wow.
A lot of algae.
If you look at your right-hand side, you're going to see an okapi. The okapi was first found in 1901. Before the okapi was found, they were believed to be a mythical creature like a unicorn. Well, scientists found them in 1901 and realized they relate to the giraffe family. By that long tongue, you can see, it's about 16 inches in length. And it uses that tongue as a way to rip apart food. Also, he has ossicles on top of his skull, just like the giraffe. We're going to continue going a little bit more further into the forest, see what else that we might be able to find. Like I said, the animals are really skittish in here, so as I am driving through, I'm looking through the bushes, up in the hilltops, all over. Some of these animals will blend in and kind of look like rocks as well. Now, what animal do you think kind of looks like a rock? It's coming up on your left-hand side. You can see the black rhinoceros. Now, the black rhinoceros weighs up to 3,000 pounds. They're also solitary. That means they like to be alone. Unfortunately, there's less than 5,000 in the world, and that's due to poaching and deforestation. The heavily poached for those horns made out of keratin. Keratin is found in your hair in females. Serves no scientific purpose. They can, in fact, file the horns down on rocks and tree stumps. And they're also facing deforestation from the mining of a metal called coltan. And coltan is a metal that's found in the batteries of our cell phones and electronic devices. So the way to help out those black rhinos is to recycle your cell phones, laptops, tablets, whenever you do get an upgrade. Hopefully that deforestation will stop in the near future. Help save the black rhinos. And many other animals like the bongos over there. Those bongos are nicknamed the ghosts of the forest due to their secretive nature. Very hard to find out there in the wild. They weigh up to 900 pounds. And they use their heavy bent backward horns as a way to cut through any forest bush. We're going to travel down over here, see what else we can find. We're going to dive into the river, and the river is home to the most naturally shy, timid, and reclusive animals, and also territorial as well at times. So we're looking out for Nile hippopotamus. Now, the thing about Nile hippos is they weigh up to 5,500 pounds, so pretty large, right? Well, they don't know how to stay afloat, so they can't swim, so they will sink like a rock. They use their toes and their legs as a way of movement. They can hold their breath under that water 8 minutes at a time, and they stay in that water throughout the day to keep cool and hydrated.
That's a rock.
So we're going to look out for them. I do see some pink-backed pelicans. They get the name for the pinkish color during mating season. They like to nest in pairs of 20 to 500 at a time. Oh, looking left-hand side. You see one of the hippos in the shell out of the water. Let's see her right over here. You can see her skin is really shiny and red. That's because she will secrete red oil, acts as a natural sunscreen. So just keep looking left-hand side. You'll be able to get a good glimpse of her. Now, since they weren't really too active and visible for us, I do recommend going over to Gorilla Falls. At Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail is an underwater viewing area of a Nile hippopotamus. So therefore, you have a chance to see a Nile hippopotamus under the water. It's pretty amazing to see them walk amongst the bottom surface and how they move about as well. So do remember that. I'll remind you before we do end our safari tour. For now, though, it looks like we're going to travel into the Serengeti grasslands. The grasslands is home to the most famous
I love it. So we could get off this.
Alrighty, so let's head down the savannah. Now, these animals out here can be migrating for food, water, shelter. They also could be sleeping. They don't have a regular bedtime now. They will sleep whenever they need to rest or need to nap. And other members of the group will be on watch to look out for any potential danger. So with all that said, let's try and find some of the animals out here. Now we're coming up to a group, a herd of domesticated animals. These are the only domesticated animals out here on the savannah, and they are called the Nkoli cattle. They were domesticated by the Wotisi tribe many moons ago. Now, if you take a look at their horns, they weigh up to 5 to 10 pounds. They're really hollow. They have a honeycomb structure to regulate their body temperature. Now, these Nkoli cattle will form a wealth believed by the Wotisi tribe. So the more they have, the wealthier they were considered. Now, coming up over here on your right, you'll see a giraffe, but I want you to focus on your left-hand side first. Coming up over here on your left, you should be able to see some predators. Oh, right there, yeah. Those are the African painted dogs. African painted dogs are the most successful hunters here in Africa. What makes them so successful is that they act as a team, chasing that prey down to complete exhaustion. They only have 4 toes as well, making them non-domesticated. And they're actually all brothers over there. They came from the same litter. You can tell them apart from the different bright patches on their coats. Coming up over here, you can see a few sable antelopes, Emblem here in Harambe, way back in the corner. And also the Maasai giraffes on your left and right hand side. Now we can tell these are Maasai giraffes by their pattern on their coats. It's like got fingerprints, all unique and special. They're going to spend about 20 hours a day eating, acting like pruning shears, eating on the side layer of all the trees. Now they do that with their tongue, just like the okapi's tongue that's prehensile. It's 18 inches in length. And they'll use their tongues a way to rip apart food, like pruning shears. And they only sleep about 30 minutes a day. They break down small micro naps about a minute or 2 each. And they can sleep standing up with their eyes even open.
Oh, gosh. Oh, right. Oh.
Look at the on the top.
Oh. Yeah.
So coming up over here right inside, you can see a few of the springboks. Springboks kind of look like giant s'mores over there. They will spring 6 feet in the air standing still and reach a speed of 50 to 60 miles per hour, making them top 10 land fastest animals. Also, there's wildebeest up there in the top of the corner. Those wildebeest are the second largest migrators out of all animals. They travel 500,000 miles every year in a herd of 1.5 million or more. Also coming up to some Heartland zebras over there. And Heartland zebras have found the mountains of Africa. They're currently migrating for food, water, and shelter.
I think I see the baby. Yes.
Now we can tell it's a Huntman zebra coming up. If you take a look at their bellies out in the distance, you'll see that the bellies are white.
You see it?
They're also black with white stripes. You can tell by their black noses, so hopefully you can see them. You're kind of on a weird angle, so just keep looking on your right hand side. I think over here you'll be able to see them a little bit better.
I saw the babies.
You can see some mandrills. The mandrills are going to go ahead and eat primates. And they smell as a form of gesture. They're also omnivores, so go ahead and eat pretty much anything they come across, but the pouch is found the cheapest for food for right there. And then that male elephant on your right hand side we're going to get really close to. You know this is a male elephant coming up, but you see he is solitary by himself. He also weighs close to that 12,000-pound mark. The female matriarch will hate the males out at age 15 when they get a little bit too testing. So you can see him eating over here. He on average 300 to 400 pounds of food a day. Either produce, leaves, grass, hay, tree branches, and even red clay at times. Now do you see the giant? So now we're going to go ahead and look out for some female elephants. And females are very social. They go through 22 months of pregnancy, almost 2 years being pregnant. They're born around 300 pounds. Whenever that baby is born, they're going to go ahead and throw dirt on that child to protect them and distance them. Also, they're going to go ahead and create a wall around that child to protect them from any potential danger.
I do not see any. Oh, they're up there.
There's an elephant. I see it. We'll get up close to it. We're going to get around. What?
See some wildebeest over here crossing the road. If you look at their coats, you might think they have stripes on them. It's actually all sweat stains. Some are smarter than others.
It's a rabbit.
Oh, they get the rabbit.
And now we're coming up to the baby elephant. She's nursing. Being a nurse for several years. She's 4 years old. So whenever her mother wants to start. Remember, I was telling you it takes 22 months of pregnancy for them.
Flamingos.
Oh, here on left you can see a flamboyance of flamingos. These are the graded flamingos. They get their coloring from brine shrimp. And brine shrimp is a protein called keratin. Keratin will help that color of their coat turn that finger color in about a year and a half. Also, the flamingos are standing on a large island as a hidden Mickey Mouse. The largest hidden Mickey here at Animal Kingdom.
I love flamingos. They're one of my favorite animals.
They're good.
Ducks.
So let's see if we can try and find a few of them walking around. There are 5 of them out here. All girls. I like to call them the cheetah girls. They can reach a speed of 65 miles an hour in 3 seconds. They're amazingly fast animals. Now after they catch that prey, they're going to have to wait about a half hour or so to actually eat because they're so tired and they need to be able to catch their breath as well. So what happens is they're going to reach a speed of 65 miles per hour, catch that prey, bring their prey back to a safe location, and then rest for about 30 minutes or so, and then they'll eat. So you can see one, if you look at the hut way back there, left hand side, you'll see one of them laying down in her hut, staying dry from the rain. It's really hard to see, I'm not sure. Oh, here's another one, really easy to see on your left hand side.
Yes.
See how beautiful they are.
Oh, she's looking over it.
So we're gonna try and find some other animals out here. We might be able to find some white rhinos.
Lions. Like they're just mixing something over that way. This is where the lions are. Well, that's the pregnancy. Oh, okay.
What?
Pregnancy room.
Oh, pretty inside. To the white rhinos right over there. The white rhinos are really rare to come by. There's less than a few thousand or so of them as well. They're poached for their horns made out of keratin. And keratin is found in hair and fingernails. There's no scientific purpose at all, just like the black rhinos. They have poor eyesight. They rely on their sense of smell and hearing to know what's around at all times. They're often be found in pairs. So they're going to be with one of their best friends, and they'll go ahead and look all over for food, water. They also like to look for mud wallows. Mud wallows is a great way to protect your skin from getting sunburned and even bug bites. They also enjoy the smell of any other white rhinos that have been in there before. Also over here in left hand side, there's been a lot of holes that have been burrowed through. That could be from water. You can stand on one without cracking them. That's how strong they get. Ostriches will lay about 112 eggs a year. So it's pretty impressive. They're gonna go.
The goats aren't here either.
The Nigerian dwarf goats out in Africa use the source of livelihood. They're gonna go inside the dairy for milk, butter, and cheese. You can see they look like they're lined up in a row. They do it themselves. Now, you can actually go ahead and pet some goats. And that's going to be Amarillo Falls. It's open at 4:30. Go pet some goats, sheep, and llamas.
Wait, where?
So looks like other image.
After a terrible day at Animal Kingdom, let's send the night off with not me and dancing like it. We're having dinner at Four Rivers. Let's make.
Florida. We're not in Florida.
We are in. Well, at least we made it inside before it started to rain. Start to see pouring out there. So we got corn, red pudding, and roll, and pulled pork.